One. Closing in on the start, the autograph session ongoing. We've caught John Jones. Late model stock run tonight. You're pulling double duty. Late model stocks, 100 laps. Not a bad qualifying effort for the first time in the car.
No, not bad. I want to thank Mr. Jack Billmeyer and his son Steve. They've given me the opportunity to drive this car for them.
We're going to try something a little different tonight. Alex is taking a break, and we're going to introduce you to Wayne Grubb and ask him a few questions. Wayne, you've raced here with us before in the past. Do you like coming back here to Southern National?
Oh yeah, Southern National is always a good track. When I started as a rookie in late model, we ran a couple races at Southside Speedway, and figured, hey, let's go somewhere else and run and get a little experience. And this is where we came, and pretty much cut my teeth here in the stock car. And this place will always have real good memories for me in it, and I love racing here. It's just a fun track.
That's good. And you brought Denny along with you this weekend, did you? Yeah. Denny Hamlin. Denny, where you from?
Richmond. I drug in behind him.
You drug Wayne in. Oh, that's good.
I heard some rumors last race down here that he ran so good and everything, so I had to come down here and see how he was running. So, of course, as soon as he shows up, I start running terrible. So, yeah, we'll find out tonight who runs better.
All right, very good. Thanks for spending a couple minutes with us, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Stephen Rhodes, a junior in high school, Rosewood High School, just outside of Goldsboro. The green flag goes in the air. And Rhodes gets the jump, headed off into turns 1 and 2. You see the email address down at the bottom right. Email us, tell us what you think. If you got a question for John Jones' weekly track fact, by all means, send that to us as well. And you just heard him say he'll give you a John Jones Motorsports hat. Field exits turn 4, lap number 1 complete. Stephen Rhodes, the 17-year-old, has the advantage. Jamie Collo, the crafty veteran, right behind him. Then it's Steve Mendenhall in the black Interstate Batteries Pontiac, car number 18. Tarek Chevrolet of Wayne Grubb from the NASCAR Busch Series, car number 41. In his 4th race here of the season, has won 2 of the 3 times he has been here this year. See the field racing down the back chute. Everybody trying to settle into a race pace off of the corner. Here's some contact. Bill Price made with the 68 there. That's the Pontiac of Ernest Winslow from the NASCAR Goodies Dash Series. Blake Eatman in the 12. A&W Root Beer car number 1 is Rhode Ammons. Shelton McNair in the blue 3 car gets pinched just a bit. The blue and silver Ford Taurus of Andrew Medlin also in the mix. This is Denny Hamlin in the 20 out of Virginia. Randy Renfro in the R2 machine. The Racing for Breast Cancer Awareness 70 there, the pink car. Out of Raleigh is David Humphreys. Good racing here, as you should certainly expect that. Short track racing, high bank style. The NASCAR Weekly Racing Series at Southern National Speedway. He's won a victory lane twice. This was his 2nd pole of the season. There is 1st and 3rd in the points. The 1 car, Tony Grady, is 3rd in the points. Car number 0 is your points leader coming into tonight. That's Billy Ray Lucas out of Wilson, the Parker's Barbecue Chevrolet. Flying 0. He'll take over the 5th spot as he rides behind Steve Mendenhall. Grady riding just behind this bright green car. Lucas a little loose off the 4th corner. Everybody trying to get single file. This is a 100-lap race, except for Denny Hamlin here. He'll stay up underneath Randy Renfro. These two have been side by side for quite a while. Here's Andrew Medlin's Ford Taurus underneath the Chevy Monte Carlo. Blake Eatman down the back chute. Medlin in the Anico Electrical Construction 4. Can't pull off the pass as Shelton McNair rides just behind him. The 11 cars, Gentry, Godwin. Some smoke coming from the right front there of Scott Wise's car. He made contact with the outside retaining wall, wrinkled up the right foot quarter panel on the Agricom Chevrolet. This is a rookie in this class, a great crop of rookies this season. 2 of them have gone to victory lane, Ryan Rhodes and Stephen Rhodes. And of course, they are unrelated. As you watch Rhode Ammons, A&W Root Beer car takes a shot from behind from the 12. Blake Eatman again gets into him going into turn 3. Eatman again makes contact with Rhode Ammons, and he'll off driving from Blake Eatman. Caution flies on the speedway for the first time here in the late model stock race. Rode Ammons will refire his machine and be able to continue on, and Blake Eatman will go to the back of the field in car number 12 for taking him out. Back here at Southern National Speedway as we close in on yet another restart after the spin up in turn number 3 by Rode Ammons. Green goes back in the air. Ammons fell to the tail end of the field for bringing out the caution flag. Three Monte Carlos lead the Pontiac as David Warren exits pit road. He'll get freight trained up off the corner as he goes through the gearbox trying to come back up to speed. Stephen Rhodes up front, 17-year-old youngster showing the way. Jamie Caudle, Wayne Grubb, Steve Mendenhall, Billy Ray Lucas in the 0 there, Tony Grady in the 1. Further back, there's a contact, and a car spinning around is Lee Ellis. Ellis brings us to yet another caution flag. Should be a quick one. He did not hit anything. Stephen Rhodes, Jamie Caudle, Wayne Grubb, your top 3. Here at Southern National Speedway, looking for green. This time up off of the corner. Stephen Rhodes gets a whale of a restart. He'll open up a car length and a half immediately on Jamie Caudle. He'll lead that snake of race cars back to turns 1 and 2. Everybody single file diving for 1 and 2. Nobody jumping out of line with the exception of Blake Eatman. He'll go to the outside of Bill Price up off the second corner. Eatman will make the pass. Sir Willie. Bill Price digs down to the bottom of the speedway, washes up the banking, nearly collects Eatman. Bill Price gets out of the gas, checks up just for a moment. Eatman will squeeze by. Meanwhile, a little further up, here in the middle of the running order, back to the front of the field. Stephen Rhodes is riding a rocket ship right now. He's opened up 3, make it 4 car lengths on Jamie Caudle. Here comes Wayne Grubb right up underneath the rear spoiler. Jamie Caudle down the back chute. Grubb, Materex Chevrolet, out of Mechanicsville, Virginia, a suburb of Richmond. He and his brother Kevin Grubb, NASCAR Busch Series competitors. Down the back chute they go. Wayne Grubb sticks the fender of his Chevy alongside the SPC Chevy of Jamie Caudle of 4 Oaks, North Carolina. Caudle will hang on to the spot if only by half a car. Grubb is there, as is Steve Mendenhall, his Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Right up underneath these two, waiting to see what's going to develop and shake out of this battle for position up off of the corner. Jamie Caudle holds down the second spot. Look at the 3 different grooves. Caudle up high, Grubb in the middle, Mendenhall down low through turns 1 and 2. 3 different racing lines here at Southern National Speedway. Then the points leader, the green car. Oh, Grubb makes contact with the tail end of Jamie Caudle, jacks him up just a bit. Now tries to pull even on the backstretch. Again, Caudle holds on to the position, Jamie Caudle holds on to the second spot. Wayne Grubb not giving up. He is right there making the challenge. Race leader Stephen Rhodes is able to scamper away by a quarter of a straightaway with this great fight for the second position as they come in counter and make it 3 wide off turn 4 with David Warren headed for pit road. Lee Ellis slow on the racetrack after a spin. You see the series points leader, Billy Ray Lucas in the 0 car. Third in the points is the 1 car there, Tony Grady. Racing hard, this is for 5th and 6th on the racetrack. Meanwhile, still a great race for 2nd and 3rd. Nose to tail goes Caudle and Grubb as we watch the race leader in the WP Rose Supply Chevy, Stephen Rhodes, reigning 4-cylinder track champion here at Southern National, making the jump to the late model stocks. Here's Tony Grady. He'll open up the inside lane on Billy Ray Lucas. Drag race down the back chute for 5th. Lucas in the 0. Grady in car number 1. Grady nearly makes contact with Billy Ray Lucas. Takes the air off his rear spoiler, loosens him up just a touch. However, Lucas will hang on to 5th. Danny McDonald's Dodge is right there in the action. He'll mix it up with Tony Grady now. McDonald takes a peek to the inside of Grady. Tries to pull even across the start-finish line. And Tony Grady now will have to yield the inside lane to Danny McDonald. Farmer Danny McDonald riding in the 17 car. He's gone to victory lane. Once they make contact, Grady sideways. Danny McDonald pulls even again. Both drivers keep them pointed in the right direction. Great piece of driving on both of their parts. That will heat up the tires, no doubt, with both of these cars. McDonald goes to the inside of Grady. However, Grady rallies right back. Dodge Chevrolet battle across the stripe, dead even into turns 1 and 2. Great racing all over the Southern National Speedway. The battle for second is heated up again. Oh, trouble off the corner. David Humphrey in the Racing for Breast Cancer Awareness Chevrolet spins his machine around and caution flies on the track. Spin off turn 4. Email address at the bottom of the screen, hbparker@esn.net. The official internet service provider for Pac-10 TV. Intersoft at esn.net. Call Ed Sutton at Intersoft. 778-4611. Green flag back in the air, racing again here at Southern National. Stephen Rhodes, Jamie Connell, Wayne Grubb, Steve Mendenhall, Billy Ray Lucas. That's your top 5. That's John Jones in the 91 car making his first late model stock start since the very first late model stock race held way back in the early 90s. Having a good run in the box electric Hendrick Chevrolet. Oh, a little sideways as he races with Denny Hamlin for the 10th position. Here comes Ryan Rhodes to his outside. This all going on behind Sherman Davis, Gentry, Godwin, and Randy Renfro. Moving right to left. Denny Hamlin, the 20. Sherman Davis there in the 28. The reigning Super Stock Track champion, Sherman Davis Jr. Back into turns 3 and 4. Sherman Davis has got himself a 4th place as the season's best here in the late model stock run. Oh, problems, and the car goes up in the air. It's David Humphrey. He made contact with Rhode Ammons after a car spun off turn number 2. Here comes Lee Ellis sliding into the picture. A frightening crash off the second corner. And I'm getting word that we have another look at that with our infield camera. Let's take a peek what he saw with David Humphrey's car getting airborne. Let's see, here's the infield camera coming off turn 2. You see Humphrey gets in the air. It was Andrew Medlin who spun. Comes down on all 4s. Tough crash there. You see Rhode Ammons' car torn all to pieces. Lee Ellis spins into the mix as well. Ammons battered A&W root beer cars. You see David Humphrey moving around inside the race car. Let's get another look at that. We're going to rewind that tape and see what they can show that thing to us in a stop-go method. We can see just how severe this incident was. Coming up off of the corner, you see Humphrey getting in the air. Car all the way off all 4s. Look how that car is turned sideways. Coming back down on all 4s. Tough wreck for David Humphrey. Brutal crash up off the second corner. Back here at Southern National Speedway, all drivers okay. Cleanup just finished up, I should say. Green flag goes back in the air. Stephen Rhodes, Jamie Caudle, Wayne Grubb, Steve Mendenhall, Billy Ray Lucas. Now they race down the backstretch of top 5. Stephen Rhodes, and he is again getting away from the field. He's opened up a healthy advantage. You see Jim Kelly going up underneath Tony Grady. He'll muscle his way past. Leaves the inside lane open for Randy Renfro. And Renfro takes the courtesy Honda Chevrolet up underneath Tony Grady. Hangs him out to dry on the outside lane, but Grady muscles his way right back in line. Grady falls in behind Big Jim Kelly. Tony Grady got loose off the second corner a couple of laps ago, and he lost valuable positions on the racetrack. You see W.T. Kerr, the black Ford, squeezing by just in front of Big Jim Kelly. Good run for W.T. Kerr, the Chesterfield, Virginia driver. John Jones there in the 91 car. That's the red, white, and blue machine just behind the baby blue 20 Pontiac. Denny Hamlin. Good run for John Jones here in the late model stock feature. Giving that box electric Bill Meyer Racing Hendrick Chevrolet car a heck of a run. Up to the 10th position. Looking to the inside of Hamlin for the 9th spot as they race off into turns 1 and 2. Single file they go. Meanwhile, the challenge for second is on again. Here's Wayne Grubb, the Tarek Chevy, car number 41 to the inside of the SPC Chevrolet, the 50 car, Jamie Caudle. Caudle in the 50, Wayne Grubb the 41. Grubb getting the nose alongside of Jamie Caudle, who gives him plenty of racing room up off of the corner. Wayne Grubb is there. He keeps a fender alongside, irritating Caudle just enough where he can't get down to the bottom of the speedway. Now he'll be able to do so as they exit turn 4. So Caudle again holds off a fierce challenge for that position from Wayne Grubb. Exiting turn 4, back to the start-finish line. Again, Wayne Grubb tucked right up underneath the rear spoiler of Jamie Caudle. This tight racing for second position has enabled Stephen Rhodes to once again get away from the field. He's opened up a healthy advantage.